PS Audio PMG Signature-Endstufen. Endlich sind sie da. Das PMG steht für Paul McGowan, persönlich, dem Gründer von PS Audio, der auch mit im Film sein wird. Die werden hier vorgestellt auf der High End Messe in Wien, die hier zum ersten Mal stattfindet. Unglaublich viel los, man sieht das schon hier am Eingang. Wir haben das aufgenommen. Hier kommen Hersteller, Vertriebe und Händler. Es sind nämlich Fachhandelstage und trotzdem ist hier viel los. Die Messe ist riesig. Wir sind schon viele Kilometer gelaufen. Mein Name ist Stefan Gellrich vom SG Akustik Hi-Fi Studio. Paul McGowan nachher mit im Film. Wir erklären die Entwicklung und die technischen Details der Endstufe. Gleich nach dem Intro geht's los.
Fasten your seatbelts.
PS Audio, da haben wir eine lange Geschichte mit, verkaufen wir wirklich seit Jahrzehnten und die Vorgänger von PMG, was für Paul McGowan steht, die waren schon fantastisch. Das waren die BH King Sachen, die BHK Signature Vorstufe, die BHK Endstufe, haben große Erfolgsgeschichte geschrieben. Und jetzt haben wir ihn endlich live hier mit der Präsentation seiner Endstufen. Paul, nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Very happy that you are here in the video.
Thank you.
It's not always that we have you here in Germany. So later you can explain us all details about the new power amps.
Yep.
PS Audio wurde 1972 von Paul und seinem Kompagnon damals gegründet und hat sich dann über die Jahre hinweg immer weiter entwickelt. Stand immer für ultimative Klangqualität, kompromisslose Klangqualität. Nicht unbedingt für die große Ausstattung, für neue Technologien. Es gab eigentlich auch wenig Schritte so an die Seite. Es kamen Lautsprecher dazu, die wir ja auch schon im Video hatten, die er zusammen mit Arne Nodell noch entwickelt hatte. Aber die PMG-Geräte für Paul McGowan, die Vorstufen und die DAX gibt es jetzt schon einige Zeit und jetzt kommen endlich die Endstufen. Paul, your new amplifiers, all the guys here.
Our new baby.
Yeah, your new baby. All the others, the preamp and the DAC are fantastic. We already did a video and I'm really amazed about the sound. Very wide open, the sound, very fast, very fluent. Also incredibly fine, the resolution, but never hard. So I love the sound. What did you do now? But because the tension to have the amplifiers as well was very high here in Germany.
You need to complement it, yeah. And the technology inside of the amps is basically the same as in the preamp. So that's one of the goals that we had, was to try and get the detail, the speed, the quietness, but without any kind of harshness. You know as well as I do, Stefan, that many times you have an amplifier that is so fast that it just, and you've heard it too, it's fast and then it's kind of a little bright and harsh, as opposed to pulling you in. That's what people want. They want to close their eyes and be swept away into the music. And in order to do that, you need an amplifier that is very fast, but that the speed does not upset the circuitry inside. And Darren Myers, who designed the preamp and the amplifier, is really an expert at the kind of design parameters that you need. And you can't do it with traditional voltage amplification. You need to do current amplification. You need to make sure that the open loop performance, meaning without any feedback, doesn't get anything upset. If you have a chance to go to our website, psaudio.com, look at the square wave response of this amplifier. In 50 years of building and designing amplifiers, I have never seen a square wave as beautiful as what this does.
Okay.
Now I know that somebody might say, I don't listen to square waves, right? But it is actually so important, because a square wave it goes up and normally it rings a little bit, and yeah, this just up, gentle over here, no roll off, no overshoot. as an engineering crazy person, I look at that and I just like, oh my God, I've never seen a square wave like that. And it's all because of the design of this circuit. So anyway, it's probably more than you wanted to know, but...
I will have some more detailed question. Wir haben hier mehrere Modelle. Einmal die S200, steht für 200 Watt, die Signature. Dann gibt es das in Stereo auch mit 400 Watt. Und dann gibt es die M400, das Ganze als Monos. Also nochmal komplett getrennte Gehäuse. Und dann gibt es die richtig großen Boliden, hier doppelt so groß nach hinten, als M800. Sehr spannendes Thema, da ist also für alle Leistungsklassen was dabei und so wie er das beschreibt, geht da auch richtig was. In former power amps like BHK, you've been using tubes in the...
Yes.
Just before
in the voltage, in the input voltage stage, yeah.
Okay, and now it's
so that whole era of the BHK was because the sound that I described, which that sweet, open sound that is still fast, was not really achievable with just solid state for us because we didn't know how. But putting a vacuum tube in front really sweetened up the sound. It's like adding a little bit of sugar to a high-speed amplifier to sweeten it up. And it wasn't until Darren came and showed us how to design this that we were able to get rid of the tube and come up with something that sounds remarkably better. Another thing that is important in the sound quality of this is the bias. So even the stereo amplifier has 10 watts of Class A bias, which is crazy high.
Yeah, I noticed. It's getting hot here.
Yes.
You can make eggs on it.
Yeah, you can make eggs on it.
Yeah, really.
And the 800 has 50 watts
okay.
of Class A bias. So you all know that
so you need no heating, though,
you need no heating.
In winter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
50 watts Class A.
50 watts Class A. So most of what you're listening to is in Class A. And that helps it sound sweeter and more open.
Yeah.
But we've managed to get this to where it's not crazy, but it does run warm.
And when the volume gets higher and higher, how does it switch? I mean, maybe it's an additional knowledge for all the people.
Yeah.
From Class A to B, it's AB because it's a pure Class A amplifier never reaches B.
So it doesn't actually switch. In any it's you have a certain amount of current that is being drawn and turned into heat, so that the transistor is always on for this period of time. And once it exceeds it, like in any Class AB amp, it just keeps going, but it is not generating more heat. So then it does its full thing, comes back down into Class A. It's a traditional design like that, but normally, like BHK had 1 or 2 watts of Class A, and this has 10.
Okay, and what did you begin to explain about the feedback? So when you have this Class A, it's quite low.
Yeah. So when the amplifier was originally designed, there was no feedback. So Darren built the amplifier to operate nearly perfectly without any feedback, and then we just add feedback, not much, but enough, because you need enough to get the damping factor low.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. So the damping factor, where is it then? 50, 100
I don't know the number on it.
But because very high feedback amplifiers have 500 or 1,000 or something like that, but they sound like this.
Exactly.
And,
you understand.
Yeah. Many years ago, I was constructing amplifiers. But
so
it was not the quality you do. I constructed speakers and amplifiers, but it was more or less the same. I put the current high, this MOSFET at the end.
Yeah.
But a lot of feedback to get hundreds of watt out of it and low distortion.
Yeah, so the trick is to design the amplifier so it works without feedback, then add enough feedback to get the damping factor that you need in there and without having it impact anything. So, and then the slew rate is really important. So slew rate, for those of you that don't know what that means, it's describing how fast something can go from 0 to as high as it can go, and we describe that in volts per microsecond. So within 1 microsecond, how many volts can it slew? How many volts can it go up? And this design is well over 100,
Crazy.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
and yet it doesn't sound bright. It sounds just welcoming.
When we compare, let's talk about the power supply, because this is for what you explained now for this slew rate, very important. When you have the preamplifier here, the construction of the power supply, I never understood that, because normally you need electrolytic condensators to do that. This is a film condensator.
It's all film.
I never understood how that works because of the current and everything. Normally it should explode or whatever.
Well, hopefully it doesn't explode.
I haven't seen that, but how do you do this?
So this
here?
is completely different.
Okay, it's more current.
Yeah. So you've already talked about the preamp and the film caps. So that's completely different. This uses an active power supply. So instead of a big transformer, it's an active supply.
Ah, okay.
And we buy that from Hypex.
It's known for that.
Yeah. So they make an excellent power supply. So we've incorporated that into here that allows us to have much better regulation, much cleaner supply, much better current delivery than we could ever have had with a big transformer and caps.
Okay.
So completely different. It's done for the unit itself. Like if you took that power supply and put it into the preamp, it wouldn't sound anywhere near it because they have completely different purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I think
pleasure.
this is enough technical things for the moment.
Oh, we could talk forever.
I will listen to it in our studio
Okay.
in Baden-Baden, in our Klangvilla, and maybe we'll make a film then and explain what the sound is and what the difference between the amplifiers is. Thank you for joining the video.
My pleasure.
And hopefully to see you again here.
Okay.
Ja?
Tschüss.
Ja, das war jetzt mal hochinteressant, Paul selber über die Endstufen reden zu hören. Auch für mich hochinteressant, denn schon bei der Vorstufe, wie gesagt, hochinteressante Netzteilkonstruktion. Hier haben sie wieder anders gelöst. Also man muss sich hier ein bisschen wegdenken von dem Standard, wie eine Endstufe aufgebaut ist. Das kommt nicht von der einen Richtung, nicht von der anderen Richtung. Hier werden die Teile, die technischen Erfindungen genutzt, um die Endstufe schnell und offen zu machen. Und wenn das hier so gelungen ist wie bei der Vorstufe, die ihr schon gehört habt, dann ist das einfach gigantisch. Wer Paul noch mehr hören möchte, kann auch einfach unter Pauls Post im Internet gucken. Da beantwortet er jeden Tag die E-Mails, die ihm Kunden schreiben. Er ist da wirklich fit, er hat so viele Jahre Erfahrung. Und wenn es wirklich um guten Klang geht, kann man auch dort einfach ihn fragen. Wir freuen uns natürlich selber auch um Kommentare im Video, werden die selber auch beantworten. Da freuen wir uns drauf. Und ich bin froh, dass es jetzt auch die Endstufen dazu gibt. Das wird ein Riesenspaß. Ja, liebe Hi-Fi-Freunde, das war es auch schon mit dem PS Audio PMG Signature Endstufen. Paul McGowan, vielen Dank, dass er mit im Film war hier und die Endstufen direkt erklärt hat. Wir haben da lange drauf gewartet. Mehr technische Informationen auch direkt unterhalb des Videos. Es würde mich sehr freuen, wenn Sie den Kanal abonnieren würden. Auch das nächste Mal wieder reinschauen, wenn wir hier on Tour High-End Komponenten vorstellen. Bis demnächst.